Hey guys, welcome to a new video for you guys here on ModBargains. This is a Know Your Mods. On this Know Your Mods, we're going to talk about the new Falken AT4W. It is a new tire and we are here in Moab, Utah to review it, to go through it. What is this new technology? How does it perform in the off-road, on the highway, sound? We're going to go into all the little details of it. Just got a little further on with our trail and I've been able to kind of give you guys a little bit of a review. Hopefully we can do maybe one inside the cabin, but I just climbed some gnarly stones. The wild peaks, they just literally just grab like right on, just like a spider would, I guess. It was the best way I could describe it. But the one thing that I wanted to kind of mention as I was going through it, you can really, there were certain moments where we're going through loose gravel and small gravel. Yeah, the suspension is doing a lot of the work, but on loose gravel, small rocks and stuff like that, the tires are extremely comfortable. So one of the things I wanted to talk about in this review is the way the tires perform. Now I kind of said it acts like a spider. Some of this, the rocks here, they're sediment rock, whatever the right word is, but it basically is very slippery and it just attaches on. Now on the other side of it, when we're going through like the gravel and the loose rocks and so forth, if you've ever been on a passenger car and you're hitting it, and when the tires are hitting it, it makes a lot of noise and you can feel it. But in these tires on the wild peaks, it is extremely comfortable. It's just like bouncing off. Yeah, your suspension is gonna have its travel and that's where you're gonna really feel, but the rest of it is just a really comfortable ride. Even as a passenger or a driver, you're very sure-footed. And that brings you a lot of confidence. But in terms of off-road capability in this beautiful place, it's more than capable. As an all-terrain, so great job by Falken. I think this is just an incredible tire. So now we're on a different part of this location, but I want to go back into the tires and talk about them. The tires are different than the Wild Peak 3s. Now the Wild Peak 3s and the AT4Ws did amazing on the market. They were very, very popular. One of the big things is that on highway roads, they're very quiet and they're very comfortable, but then you can go and have your off-road. So you can drive on all the way to a place like this, go into some insane off-roading, and then go right back and drive home, which is a great, amazing thing that can be done with it. But what's different with the new AT4Ws? Well, they've actually added a little bit of weight, but that's because they've added more, it's a more square shape. They've changed some of the profiles of it. So it's actually getting more contact grip. There's more silica. It basically just is an improvement. It's an incremental improvement that's basically improved upon the previous tire in all aspects of grip and braking and so forth. But all those things have basically created a phenomenal tire that we just got to get up to the top peak here. And at the same time, there are different subtle changes, you know. So on the side of the profile, you can actually see there's a heat dissipation diffuser that dissipates the heat. Nice new technology. You've got a little bit more weight in it, but you've got now a better performance across. And that's really what they've done here with the Wild Peak 4s. They basically figured out, just let's tweak it just a little bit. It still has that great looks, that aggressive look that everybody wants, but they've tweaked it just a little bit so you get that extra grip. As I was coming up here, I mean, again, I've talked about it before, but it just grips those rocks like nothing. The other thing with these tires is what they've done is so they added a little bit more material, but the material also was increased onto the sidewall. So there's a lot more strength there. So it's a 3-ply surface. It's a new technology that they put in into these tires. So it's a lot stronger on the sides. And that's giving it that better sidewall, that more squared setup that you want. And it's gonna give it that best of the strength. That's the real big technology change. So it cost them a little bit of extra weight, but it's able to increase the performance that much more. Okay guys, so we've just wrapped up doing the full drive on with Falken at this event, and I got to experience the Wild Peak AT4W. Now they are a great tire. I'll go into the conclusion, having now driven it on the road and driving it off-road and so forth. And I actually got to compare it to the RT, the rough terrain. So the all-terrain versus the rough terrain. But one thing I wanted to talk about is the 3W was a very successful tire. Now the 3Ws, what are they? It was winter, wet, and wear. There's a 4th W, that's warranty. I talked about how there's a little bit of extra weight, just a smidge extra weight, but there's all this new technology that went into it and it's improved it. Well, the warranty's gone up to $65,000, which is an incredible amount when you think about it, from $50,000 to $65,000 on their warranty. It's an extra bit, it helps. I think for a lot of people, that's a nice thing to have. The Wild Peak all-terrain was a very comfortable ride. And I especially want to stress that on terms of the highway. When I was on the actual road, which is what 90% of us most of the time are doing, you know, every day back and forth, we're 90% going to be on the road. That's where the Wild Peak Y became such a success. Even though it's an off-road tire that is more than capable, the main thing is on the road, it's quiet. You enjoy it. You're comfortable. And I think that's the main thing. They should almost add a C at the end of it for comfort, is the way I would describe it. Guys, this is the full review. That's my conclusion. I think if you guys want to get it, it's available at ModBargains and obviously at other retailers, but we would prefer you guys give us a call. And guys, if you have any questions about it, if you guys want to discuss other things, I know that Falken will be reading the comments, and they might jump in, or they can give me the information. I can help you guys out, but put a comment down below. It always helps us out, and hit the subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you on the next one.